Welcome friends, it's Ariffa. We're gonna do a flow class today. So grab your mat, put on your stretchy pants, hit send on the playlist down below, and we'll get started. Okay, we're gonna begin today in a comfortable seated position. So that can be cross-legged for you or sitting onto your shins. For many of us, elevating the hips is gonna be a good idea. So you'd bring your bum up onto a bolster or a pillow, like so. And what that helps to do is, of course, bring the knees below the creases of your hips. If your knees are up here, then on some level, your hip flexor muscles are engaging more than they need to be, and that's sending all sorts of signals up to the brain that are telling the brain that something's not working, something's not in harmony. These muscles are engaging to do something, and if they're the hip flexors, probably something like running away. So we're just trying to relay this information to the body that we're in this still, steady, held state, and that just happens by elevating the hips. It also helps to tilt the pelvis more forward, which allows a little bit more space to stack the spine efficiently without needing to effort too hard. You'll just find it's easier to sit tall with your hips elevated. And then place your hands down onto your kneecaps. Close your eyes if you feel okay to close your eyes. As always, taking a few moments to settle inward. And sometimes it takes a few moments, a few exchanges of the breath, so I promise you there's no hurry or rush to arrive anywhere. Rather, give yourself a moment to fully experience what it is that you're experiencing, to feel what you are feeling, to invite all of this into the space with you, into your experience. And it's almost a practice of non-resistance. Oftentimes it's the resistance, the needing to control or change or have it be a certain way that hurts, that feels sticky. But if we invite our circumstance, our situation, our emotions, our thoughts into this space, like give them the allowance to be as they are, there may be a window for us to shift our perspective on things, to soften our edges, to learn from experience from another angle. So offer everything that is real and true and here for you a seat at the table. And then invite your breath to deepen from the outside to the inside, from the core of you to the peripheries, to the sense of expansion and contraction. Notice that everything that you've invited into this space holds space in your body. And then deepening our attention into the breath allows those holding spaces to maybe soften around the edges. To untether with our attention. Please take a deep, full breath in through your nose. And sigh all the way out from your mouth. Begin to stir the spine and the bowl of the pelvis. Roll your chest forward to the side, back and around again. And move on, the rhythm of your breath. Inhale moves you one way, exhale moves you the other. The length of your breath expands and increases. And so the movement may even slow down. So that you can feel the union between inhale, exhale, expansion, contraction, body moving this way and then the other. In a way that makes sense for you, please switch directions. Feeding space and breath in between your backbones. Feeling into where there's tension, tugging, holding the attachments, origins, and insertions of your muscles to the bones. And as you move and breathe fluidly, maybe these attachments can become a little bit more fluid as well. Let's come through center, reach both arms wide and then up towards the sky. Lift up your ribs, lift up your side waist. And then as you exhale, we'll side bend to the right. So bring your right fingertips down towards the earth and reach your left fingertips up and overhead. Keep your right elbow soft. Get a little bit more spacious through your whole left side lung as you breathe in. And then as you exhale, round your upper back just a little and reach your left fingertips forward and to the right. Okay, come up again. Unravel your spine up towards the ceiling. Look up, breathe in. And as you exhale, round upper back a little bit as you tug your left fingertips forward and to the right. One more time, unwind, rise up, breathe in. And then as you exhale, round in, left fingertips forward and to the right. Gather both arms up towards the sky. Use your side waist muscles to lift you. Look up, breathe in. And keep the space as you exhale. Left fingertips come down to earth. Right arm reaches up and overhead, bicep by the ear. Let your neck soften, shoulders soften, and then spiral your heart skyward. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, round your back a little, tuck your chin and peel right fingertips forward and to the left. Unwind spine again, breathe in. Breathing out, round your back a little, tuck your chin, round your spine, and reach right fingertips forward and to the left. One more time to unwind, unspiral the spine. And then as you exhale, round yourself in, reaching right fingertips forward and to the left. We'll rise both arms up towards the sky again, engaging your side waist to lift you. Both arms reach, deep breath in. Then as you exhale, thumbs come through your heart center. And then set any prayers, intentions, alignments that you're called to. And we'll come forward onto hands and knees. So meet me forward, tabletop position, shoulders over top of your wrists. And hip bones over top of your kneecaps. We'll let the belly drop down towards the ground. Let the tailbone tip up towards the sky, and then from that point, reach your chest forward. Maybe gaze forward and up. Take your breath in. And then as you breathe out, starting at the tail again, root your tail down, hollow out your navel, puff your shoulder blades away from one another, and gaze towards your belly. And we'll just move like that as you inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, keep a little bit of engagement through your abdominals. And then keep the abdominals as you exhale, round out your spine, starting at the tip of your tailbone, puffing your shoulder blades away from one another, and then crown of your head presses down. on your breath, inhaling. And exhaling. Do one more. As you inhale, tailbone goes up, heart bows, and then reaches. And then as you exhale, round out through your spine. Find a neutral spine, tuck your toes in and under, and reach your hips back towards your heels. Child's pose, forehead down to earth. Reach your arms forward out ahead of you as you reach your hip creases backwards. And then as you take your next breath in, please round your spine forward, cactus bend your left arm, and spiral your chest up towards the left side. It might start with just a little, but we'll see where it moves to. And as you exhale, gather your left arm forward like you're really trying to reach away from the rest of your body. As you re-land your hips down, land your left hand down, child's pose. Okay, we'll go on the right side. So round forward. As you round forward, cactus your right arm, spiral your chest up and open towards the right. And then as you exhale, reach your right arm forward as you stretch your hips back. And when you land in child's pose, forehead down, hand down, hips down. Okay, we'll go like that on the breath. Waving forward, cactus left arm, spiral your chest up and open to the left, breathe in. And as you exhale, reach left arm forward, reach hips back. Round forward, cactus bend right arm, spiral your chest skyward, take a breath in. And as you exhale, reach your right arm forward, stretch your hips back, child's pose. Again with the left. Reaching up, cactus bend the arm, take a deep breath in. This time as you exhale, wrap your left arm underneath of your right armpit, landing your left shoulder down, tuck your chin, land your left cheek down, hips stay up high. I take the right hand and stack it over top of the left, interlace the fingers, and then stretch your fists away from you. So it looks like this. And you're stretching your arms away. So you should feel the upper back round out quite dramatically. And tuck your chin even more and feel the opening come up along the space behind your heart. Let's stay for one more deep breath in. And then exhale all the way. Untangle your fingers, press your right hand down, reach your left arm up high, take a breath in. And then as you exhale, child's pose, left hand forward, hips go back, forehead to the earth. Let's go opposite side, round forward, cactus bend your right arm, take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we'll wrap the right arm underneath of your left armpit, tucking the chin, letting your right shoulder land down towards the ground, back of the hand too. Interlace your fingers, left hand over right, and then stretch the fist away from you, so you should feel the space between your shoulder blades broaden and widen. Tuck your chin. And take a few deep breaths in and out to the spaces where you feel the holding, the gripping. One more full inhale breath. And as you exhale, and we'll slowly let it go, placing your left hand down, reaching your right arm up high to the sky. Take a full breath in. And one more time to the child's pose, hips go back, forehead lands down to the ground. Round yourself forward, hands and knees, both hands stay rooted. Inhale your breath. And as you exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Hips go high, head goes heavy. Press the earth forward and down. Allow the junction between your head and your neck to really, really soften. And then see if you can broaden your upper back like you're wrapping your armpits in. Knit your ribs in. And let's rise up onto the balls of the feet, looking forward, inhaling breath. And as you exhale, just little tippy toe steps to the top of your mat, leaning more and more weight into the palms of your hands, gripping down into your fingertips. You might step forward once or twice with your hands to give yourself some clearance. And then once you arrive at the top of your mat, soften into your knees, hands onto your shins, halfway lift your spine. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, forward fold, head goes super heavy. And then again, just like this, halfway lifting, long breath in. And as you exhale, forward folding, head heavy, arms heavy. Heel toe the feet a little bit wider than a hips width distance. Toes turn out to a 10 into a 2. And then we can squat high or we can squat low if it's feeling okay for hips and ankles and knees right off the bat. So high would be forearms on thighs. You'll feel a sense of traction through the low of your back and very little noise into the knees. If the yogi squat malasana feels delicious right off the bat, then you can stay. And we won't be here too long. So think about the weight of your body rolling more to the outer edges of your feet so that your knees don't cave in towards one another. Reach your fingertips forward, take a breath in. Then as you exhale, weight still in the outer edges of your feet, hands come down, toes turn in, and we forward fold. Let's do that again. Toes turn out, hips sink down a little or a lot, yogi squat, full breath in. And then as you exhale, hands down, hips up, toes turn in, and we fold. And then when you turn at the legs, think about turning at the leg bones, the thigh bones up into the hip sockets, not so much the knees. We'll keep going. So as you inhale, hips go down, heart lifts. And as you exhale, hands go down, hips lift. 2 more. Toes out, hips down, heart up, breathe in. And as you exhale, hands down, toes in, fold in. 1 last time. Toes out, hips sinking, heart rising, inhale, breath. And your hips should be feeling things by now. And then as you exhale, hands come down, toes turn in, forward fold. Stay in the fold, lengthen the spine, take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, heavy through the head, arms, jaw slackens. Let's lean our weight into the heels, bend at the knees, roll up bone by bone by bone to stand. When you rise, root into your heels, stretch your fingertips up towards the ceiling, gaze can even follow, take a full breath in. As you exhale, thumbs through heart center, chin towards the chest. Let's root into the feet, stretch your fingertips skyward, take a deep breath in. Hinge at your hip bones, forward fold as you exhale. Lengthen spine, weight goes into your heels, ribs knit in, deep breath in. As you exhale, fingertips down, please step your right toes to the very back of your mat. So that your feet are at a hips width distance, back knee comes down to the ground. Hug your inner thighs together and rise up to the low lunge. Just a full breath in here. And as you exhale, hands come down to meet the earth. Lift your back knee and step back into downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, wave your spine forward to high plank pose. Deep full breath in. And as you exhale, sink your knees down, come back into your child's pose, tuck your toes. Round your spine forward, hands and knees on the inhale breath. Then as you exhale, keep your arms straight, drop your hips and lift your heart. Root down the tops of your feet, engage your thighs, take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, come back through child's pose, keep your knees that bent and land in your downward facing dog. Use the strength of your right hamstrings, back of the leg to reach your right heel high, take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, curling knee to nose, we'll place the right foot between the thumbs, take as many steps as you need to get there, back knee comes down. Both arms rise up to the sky, low lunge. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, hands come down, stepping and folding to the top of your mat. Left foot meets your right foot. Halfway lift, we lengthen. Breathing out, forward fold. And we'll roll up to rise up again. Root into your heels. Heavy head, heavy arms, heavy as you root down. Then reach wide and then up. Take a breath in. And as you exhale again, hinge at your hips, hollow your navel, forward fold. Lengthen on the in-breath, chest forward and wide. As you exhale, fingertips down, left toes this time step back. Again, back knee comes down towards the ground, arms rise up towards the skies, moving on breath, low lunge, inhale. Hands down, down dog, exhale. And forward to your high plank, we inhale breath, and then as you exhale, knees down, hips back, child's pose. Round forward, hands and knees, breathing in. Drop your hips, lift your heart, full breath out. Relifting your hips on the inhale, and through child's pose, bent knee down dog as you exhale. Use the strength of your left leg to lift your heel up high, breathing in. And as you exhale, curl in, knee to nose, placing left foot between your thumbs. Back knee comes down, and both arms rise up. Low lunge, breathe in. Hands down, top of your mat as you exhale, fold. Halfway lifting, long breath in. And as you exhale, forward fold, hips go high, heart bows down. This time, let's lean into the heels, reach your arms forward and then up as you take a deep breath in. As you exhale, thumbs through heart center, down by your sides. Feel what you feel for a moment. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, okay, arms go wide into the sky, inhale, breath. As you exhale, hinge forward, fold forward. Find space on the inhale. Exhaling, fingertips touch down. And we'll step ourselves back into high plank pose. Squeeze everything to the midline. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, please lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Stay for your inhale. And your exhale too. Use the strength of your right leg to lift your right heel up high. Breathe in. And as you exhale, curl your knee in towards your nose. Round out your back. Three-legged again, inhaling. And as you exhale, knee to nose, we'll place the right foot between your thumbs. Bring the back knee down towards the ground. Make sure that your feet are at a hips width distance. Then root your tailbone down towards the ground as you reach both arms up towards the sky. Low lunge, full breath in. And on your exhale, settle your shoulders down your back. See if you can soften your ribs in towards your spine and lift your chest from the back of your heart, even if it's like a millimeter higher. Relax your jaw. Engage arms through fingertips for one more breath in. And then as you exhale, this time hands come down, hips shift backwards, and we'll curl the right toes up towards the ceiling. Ardha Hanumanasana. So you straighten out your right leg as much as is breathable. There should be no sharpness behind or on the outer edges of the knees. So being mindful. You curl the toes up towards your face, you'll feel more into the back line of your leg, into the calf. If you point your toes, it'll just be a different sensation. Not necessarily right or wrong. Once you have this shape, relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. See if you can lengthen from hip creases back and heart space forward. Take a deep breath in. And breathing out, fold in just a little bit. Down deeper. On the next breath in, bend into your front knee. and lift your back knee up off of the ground. So inner thighs engage towards one another. Left hand stays down towards the ground. We'll peel the right elbow up and then follow with the right fingertips. Take a deep breath in. Keep your shoulder blades engaged towards one another. And then as you exhale, slow motion, circle your right arm backwards and down to the ground. You can even look down. Then reach forward and up your next breath in through the right arm. And back and down as you exhale. One more time, listen for the change. Reach forward and up as you inhale. Back and down as you exhale. Now, left fingertips get light. We press down to both feet and rise up to the high lunge. Take a breath in. And we'll stay. Soften ribs in. You can micro bend your back knee as much as you need so that you can stack head over heart over hips. Inhale fully. As you exhale, sweep your arms back behind you, spike up onto your back tippiest toe. Arrowhead lunge, crown of your head reaches forward. We'll root down into your front foot to straighten your front leg. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, we'll land. Warrior two. Back heel knocks down towards the ground. Deep bend into your front knee lunge. Using the muscles along the outer edges of both of your hips to make sure that your femur bone isn't dropping forward. Make sure that your knee isn't knocking in. So you can bring your hands onto your hips to make sure that that's happening. Sit a little bit lower. Hug your ribs in. Engage your inner thighs towards one another. And then the arms, stretch them out wide from the armpits through the elbow pits to the fingertips. Sit a little bit lower. Activate. Breathe. Take one more deep breath in. And one more. We'll exalt, just one breath to reach the right arm up high. Keep the front knee lunge. Take a deep breath in. Now as you exhale, cartwheel hands down towards the ground. Left hand lands. All 10 of your toes will pivot towards the right, so it's the kickstand side plank pose. Root down right big toe mound. Reach your right arm up high to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Stay for your breath out too. Relax your right shoulder. Press down and forward through left hand. Inhaling. Now as you exhale, slowly point your left toes. Squeeze your inner thighs and let your left hip fall. Let your left shoulder rise up to the ear. Feed your breath in between your left side ribs into your left side lung. On your next inhale, press down, relift your hips and swivel forward. Right hand lands to the instep of your right foot, chest lifted, breathe in. And finally, as we breathe out, left foot lands outside of left pinky finger, hips sink low, heart lifts up, Malasana. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Lean into your heels, the outer edges of your feet. Press into your feet and rise up to stand up. As you exhale, thumbs through heart center. One hand onto the heart, one hand onto the belly. Relax. Drop a little heavier into the soles of your feet. Can you soften into the joints, the knees, drop the tail. Feel your breath. Step to the top of the mat. Release your arms down by your sides. Root into your feet, reach your arms wide and then up. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, let your breath carry you forward and down to earth. Humble, fold in. Lengthen your spine, breathe in. And as you exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank pose, just one foot and then the other. Pause for your inhale. Downward facing dog, hips go back, full breath out. Using the strength of your left leg, lift your left heel high, take a deep breath in. From your navel, curl in, knee to nose. Go back up, reaching, left heel high, breathe in. Knee to nose, round in, breathe out, and we'll place the left foot between your thumbs. And sink your right knee down towards the ground. Engage your inner thighs towards one another, then press down, rise up, low lunge. Inhale. And soften in, exhaling. Squeeze your hips forward. Relax your shoulders down. Soften your ribs in, and then maybe sink into the lunge, even if it's just like a millimeter deeper. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, hands come down, hips shift backwards, Ardha Hanuman, the half splits. Curling left toes up high, carving your left hip crease backwards. You can even tuck your chin so the back of your neck gets long. Notice if that gives you any shift in sensation through the back of your leg just by tucking your chin. And again, you can curl your toes up or you can point them, whatever is breathable. And certainly breathe. Relax your shoulders, lengthen your spine, take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Great. Next, inhale for the twist. Bend your front knee, lift your back knee, keep your hips low and inner thighs engaged. The left arm sweeps up towards the sky, twisting. And then as you exhale, circle your left arm back and down and around. And forward reach as you inhale. Back and down as you exhale. One more time, reach forward and up, breathing in. Back and down as you exhale. Now, as you reach forward, lighten right fingertips and rise to your high crescent lunge, taking your inhale here. Then as you exhale, really sink into it. Squeeze your inner thighs. Lean a little bit further forward on your back toes. Ribs hug in. Breathing. For a deep inhale breath. And as you exhale, stretch your arms back behind you, chest to thighs, tuck your chin, crown of your head reaches forward. We'll plug into the front foot, straighten the front leg, reach your arms up to the sky, take a breath in. And then as you exhale, open up warrior two, pivot your back heel down, bend deeply into your front knee lunge. Use your left butt to make sure that your knee isn't falling in on the left side. And then use your right butt to make sure that the right femur bone, the thigh bone, isn't rolling forward. Inner thighs squeeze and engage. Stretch your wings out wide. Shoulder blades draw towards one another. See if you can hug your ribs in, drop your tail down. Deep breath in. Full breath out, sink. Exalt, inhale. And as you exhale, carve your hands down towards the ground. Right hand lands, all 10 toes pivot towards the left now. So your left big toe mound's down to the ground. Your right pinky toe mound is down to the ground. And peel the left arm up high to the sky. Press forward and down through your right arm. Take a breath in. And stay for your breath out to really engage inner thighs, right inner thigh up towards the left one. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, let's point the back toes. You can heel toe your front foot down a little or a lot. And then sink your right hip down till you can feel any tightness along the lower back. Between the ribs, don't push it. This is a big one. Start to unwind. Next inhale, press down, pivot forward, lizard lunge. Come up onto your fingertips, reach the crown of your head forward, take a breath in. And as you exhale, Malasana, right foot steps forward outside of pinky finger. You can squat high or low. Stay for the breath in. And exhale. Press into your feet. Engage your back body to rise up. Full breath in. And as you exhale, thumbs through heart center. Right hand on heart, left hand on belly. Tuck your chin. Take a deep breath in, please. And exhale. Okay, let's do that again. Bring your feet forward. Top of your mat, hands rest down by your sides. And as you take your next breath in, reach your arms wide and then up. Follow the rhythm of your breath. As you exhale, hinge forward and fold. Halfway lift, deep breath in. Breathe out, plant your palms, step back, high plank pose, right foot, left foot. On the inhale, engage. And as you exhale, downward facing dog, hips lift. Please reach your right heel up high with control, breathing in. Knee to nose as you exhale, round out your spine. Three-legged, inhale. Knee to nose, and we'll place right foot between the thumbs. Back knee down, both arms rise, low lunge for the inhale. Hands down, half splits, exhale. Twist, bend your front knee, lift your back knee, reach your right arm high, full breath in. As you exhale, circle your right arm back, down and around, right away, high lunge, float both hands up towards the ceiling, take a breath in. And as you exhale, string back, chest to thighs. Reach up, straighten your front leg, breathing in. Open up, warrior two, deep bend into your right knee lunge. Exalt, inhale. Carve your hands down towards the ground as you exhale, left hand lands. All 10 toes pivot right, kickstand side plank pose, deep breath in. And as you exhale, let your left hip drop, point your left toes. Pivot back forward, right hand lands, come onto the ball mound of your left foot, take a breath in. And as you exhale, step left foot forward, malasana, fingertips lighten, deep breath in. And full breath out. Root to feet, press down, rise up, inhale, breath. As you exhale, hands through heart, right hand on belly, or right hand on heart, left hand on belly. Take a full inhale. And relax. Top of your mat, hands by your sides, arms go wide and then up, take a breath in. Hands through heart, forward fold, breathe out. Lengthening on the inhale. Breathing out, plant your hands, step back, high plank pose, left foot, right foot, deep breath in. Downward dog, full breath out. Left heel high, inhale fully. Knee to nose, exhale, pull in from your abdominals. Three-legged, inhale. Breathe out, knee to nose, placing left foot between your thumbs, right knee down to the ground. Reach up through both arms, take a breath in, low lunge. Half splits, exhale. Twist, bend front knee, lift back knee, lift left arm high, breathing in. Exhale, left arm back down and around. Rise to the high lunge on your inhale breath. Chest to thighs, exhale breath. Dig down your front heel. Straighten your front leg, reach both arms up to the sky on your in-breath. And as you exhale, open up, warrior two, back heel knocks down, engage outer edges of your thighs. Exalt on the in-breath, left arm high, deep breath in. And as you exhale, cartwheel hands down, right hand down, all 10 toes pivot towards the left side, left arm high, deep breath in. And as you exhale, point back toes, drop right hip. Relift, pivot forward, left hand down, chest lifting, deep inhale, lizard lunge. And as you exhale, right foot steps outside of right pinky finger, malasana, inhaling. Exhale. Root down, rise up, legs straight, arms reaching, breathe in. Exhale, hands through heart. Land them on your body, receive a deep breath in. And give a full breath back. Feel the shift in your breath, in your heart. Feel if anything is uprooted, softened around the edges, awakened, inspired, frustrated. There's space for all of it. And we'll move through one more time, just intending on being so present with everything that is present for you here. Weaving it with grace and breath and seeing what shifts. So please come to the top of your mat, hands down by your sides. Soften into grace, release any resistance, any judgment, any story, any no. And then we'll take the next breath in to reach the arms wide and all the way up, look up. And as you exhale, hinge at your hip bones, forward folding, head goes heavy. Lengthen on the in-breath. And exhale, plant your palms, step back, high plank, right foot, then left. Inhale. Down dog, exhale. Right heel reaches high, deep full breath in. Knee to nose, curl in, exhale. Go again, heel high, inhale. Knee to nose as you exhale, we'll place right foot between the thumbs, back knee comes down to the ground, reach up through both arms, low lunge, inhaling. Hands down, half splits, exhaling. Twist, bend your front knee, lift your back knee, lift your right arm high, full breath in. Circle right arm back, down and around as you exhale. Wheel, rise up, high lunge on the inhale. Chest to thighs as you exhale. Front leg straight, arms reach up, deep breath in. Warrior two, back heel down, bend deeply into your front knee lunge. Exalt on the in-breath. Kickstand side plank pose, cartwheel hands down, left hand down, all 10 toes pivot right, right arm high, deep breath in. And as you exhale, point left toes, sink your hips. Swivel forward, right hand lands to the instep of your right foot, come onto your left tippiest toes. And as you exhale, step left foot forward, sink in, Malasana, deep breath in. Full. Rise, inhale. Hands on heart, belly, exhale. Receive the breath in. Give it back with a sigh. On the top of your mat, release your hands by your sides. Inhale wide and up, inhale. Hinge and fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant your palms, exhale, left foot and right foot back to your high plank. Receive your breath in. And use your exhale to move back, down dog. Left heel high, inhale fully. Knee to nose, exhaling. Three-legged for the inhale. Knee to nose as you exhale, place left foot between your thumbs, bring your back knee down to the ground. Reach your arms up, low lunge, breathe in. Hands down, half splits, breathe out. Twist, bend your front knee, lift your back knee, lift your left arm high, full breath in. And as you exhale, circle left arm back, down and around. We press down to rise, high lunge on the inhale breath. And as you exhale, string back, chest to thighs. Press down, rise up, front leg straight, both arms reaching. As you exhale, warrior two, back heel down, bend deeply with control. Exalt, inhale, left arm high to the sky, breathe in. Breathe out, cartwheel hands down towards the earth, right hand lands, all 10 toes pivot to the left. Left arm high, inhaling. And as you exhale, right toes point, right shoulder by the ears, sink. Swivel forward onto your right tippy toes, lizard lunge, breathing in. And as you exhale, Malasana, right foot outside of right pinky finger, Arms gather forward, deep breath in. Full breath out. Root down, rise up, inhale breath. And of course, hands through heart, right hand on the heart space, left hand onto your belly, feel your breath. Okay, before we come to the ground, let's keep the feet nice and wide. Let the arms relax down by your sides. Start to rotate, bending at your knees so that your arms can swing and sway and thud and thunk into the body wherever they land. So it could be, lower back, outer edges of hips. You might bend your elbows enough so that the fists can wrap around and make contact with the lower ribs, the kidneys. Come back into your breath. It should feel good. A couple more seconds. Breathing, and then slowly letting it go, coming back, and then just feeling what you feel. Usually there's like a little tingle or a buzz under your skin. Okay, then we're gonna squeeze our fists. Lift the shoulders up to the ears. Take your full breath in. And then just let the shoulders drop. Go again like that. Squeeze, lift. And then exhale. A few more just like that. Squeezing and dropping. And one more. And drop. Yeah, you can use heavy breaths or you can use sound. And then we'll do the same, but this time lift your heels up and then drop everything. The whole body kind of quivers and shakes. Go again, squeeze your fists, squeeze your shoulders, lift your heels, and then exhale again. And one more, make it good. And then just let that reverberate through your body. We'll come back down into the squat. Come all the way down onto our backs, draw your knees into the chest. Roll and rock around the spine. One way or the other. Wherever needs your deepest attention. And we'll place the feet down towards the ground, scoot your hips over towards the right side, draw your knees into your chest, and then let your knees just fall all the way up and over towards the left. And you can bring your left hand onto your top thigh. It's nice to cactus bend the right arm, or you can stretch it out into a T if you have space across the chest. And let your gaze fall wherever is most comfortable for the neck. If you can consciously relax the creases of your hips, inner thighs. Take a full deep breath in, letting front body, back body, side body expand. And then let it go all the way, all the way. And gently make your way back through center. You can even give yourself a little hug or squeeze on the way through. And then we'll take the opposite side. So feet come down, hips scoot left, knees draw into your chest, and then we roll the knees over towards the right side. Right hand can come on top of your left thigh. Left arm cactuses or can reach all the way out. It just depends on how tight the muscles are across the front of your body. The deeper you relax from an inside perspective, like the deeper you can convince your nervous system that you're supported, the deeper your muscles will relax. So it takes conscious, slow, deep breathing. Focus on the exhale breath. Takes an inner dialogue that isn't putting the body into a state of fight or flight. That takes a little bit more practice. Takes really giving way to the force of gravity. Letting go and then being held and then being fully embraced. Cradled by the earth below you. Let your bones fall. Take a deep breath in. And then let the breath go. Okay, I'll gently come back through to center. Bring your feet out wide, let your knees knock in towards one another. And then we'll do a little something for the upper back before we take Shavasana. So reaching your fingertips up, hold on to opposite elbow with opposite hand. So there's like a box frame over your collarbones. We'll take the breath in here. And then as you exhale, let your arms fall over towards the left. You can keep looking straight up towards the ceiling, or you can look over towards the left side. And then as you inhale, pull yourself back up through center. And then as you exhale, just go the opposite way. So you look up and over towards the right, arms fall to the right. We'll go back and forth like this as you inhale coming up, and as you exhale, let the arms fall. No need to pull them, just let them go to where there is tension. Inhale through center, exhale, come on to the other side. One more, come on up through center, deep breath in. And as you exhale, come on over to the opposite side. Come up through center. Unravel your arms, maybe give them a shake. Let your legs go long. You can rest your hands onto your belly or bring your arms out wide. This shape is one where we allow everything that we just moved through to integrate. So stillness is sweet, but find a way to place yourself so that you can, really choose that stillness. You're not constantly resisting, so you're super comfortable and you're really weighty and held. And you can imagine your skull and all of its contents starting to soften. And then the rest of the body starts to follow suit. You feel your neck lengthen, you feel your shoulders and your chest widen, belly, hips get puddly and sweet. So fall into gravity here. Let's meet with one more deep breath in. And one more full breath out. You can stay and I'll bring you back when it's time. So with no sense of urgency or rush, if you can stay, please just stay as you are. If you're ready to come back to the surface, start to breathe a little bit more fully. Rock the back of your skull side to side. Trace your fingers and your toes through the air and eventually let that carry you into a full body stretch. Arms reach up overhead, legs go nice and long. Please hold your knees into your chest. Give yourself a loving squeeze. And rock over to one side or the other in something like the fetal position, knees to the chest. Get heavy here for a moment. And then, in your own sweet timing, rise up into a seat. Soften your eyes to close. Lay one hand onto your heart and one hand onto your belly one more time to feel where things have landed. I'll take a deep breath in and a really full breath out. It's always such an honor and pleasure to practice with you. Thank you for joining. Namaste.